Smash is kind of unique because of how it's been brought up as a very grassroots oriented game, and it's only in the last few years that it's kind of exploded into any sort of a esports phenomenon. And always clouded, always in the background of that this growth has been that Nintendo hasn't ever really supported the community, you know, directly, at least in the way that it could, like Capcom does, or some of the other fighting game community developers go. And oftentimes, we find the Smash community hoping that the colleges as institutions might be able to end up filling that void. But it kind of seems like, in terms of the pressure to win as a program, might have some sort of drawbacks that a lot of people, they see a lot of the positives that might come from having to be firmly institutionalized at the collegiate level. But there seems to be at least, some negative drawbacks too that you're kind of hinting at in terms of not being able, the pressure to win might be part of the issue that is a competing value that makes it difficult to directly address some of the diversity issues. So, kind of looking at it holistically, um, what do you think that the Smash community can do to create a institutionalized, mainstream esports professional force without some of the drawbacks of being, caught in this trap of, being forced to win, or being kind of pigeonholed into a small niche community that kind of reifies some of these diversity issues that we run into?
Great question. Well, I don't know if you know how much do you know about UCI, but we actually had scholarships this last year for
Yeah.
Super Smash Ultimate. So we had 6 players. The year prior, we had been national runners-up, so we knew we had a good squad. We've had a thriving Smash community at UCI. We've had a national champion Smash Melee team in the past. One of our Smash Melee captains won DreamHack Atlanta last year. So we have a thriving community. So,
Mm.
and I think a lot of schools do. I think if I was to say the number one thing holding Smash back, I think Nintendo is a factor, because if you look at Blizzard, you look at Riot, you look at Activision, Epic, Psyonix, they all have people in place to support, or at least answer the phone if a college calls about their program. But I think Smash is already there on college campuses. Everybody loves Smash. Like, everybody plays Smash. So trying to think, I think if the community could throw great tournaments, I think there's some challenges in collegiate Smash. It's been traditionally thrown by Collegiate Star League, and we've had challenges with their organization level and how on top of it they are. The in-person factor this year is really challenging for us, because I don't even know if our players will ever play in person with a Switch in front of them this school year. But I think the community is kind of not in the power position right now. It really, schools need to see the opportunity. Nintendo could certainly affect things if they were to, like, say, we want to support collegiate esports and throw a well-run tournament. I think that would get a lot of attention. But like I said, I think schools have been lured into thinking certain esports are S tier or top tier esports, like League and Overwatch. I mean, those are ones we have. I'd say Rocket League's right there, maybe the Call of Duty, Fortnite, the sexy ones. But I think, I don't know, if I was the Smash community, I would keep doing what you're doing. Keep making it this fun community where everyone likes to play the game. It's a game you could pick up at a party with friends.
Yeah.
And hopefully, when schools like UT Dallas, who won the championship last year, they've got a varsity team, and UCI. When we do well, hopefully people see that as like aspirational. Like, we want to be like that, and then, like, we should follow their example and create a scholarship program. So I don't think it's up to the community. I really don't. Unfortunately, it's not something you can just flip a switch or check a box and you're good. I think it's a little bit out of your hands, but I'd love to see really well-run tournaments. Make colleges feel like they're missing out if they're not supporting this game that really is pretty inclusive, and does add a different flavor of esports athlete when you look at the teams.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's important that you said that too, that people can understand that they see value in that and they want to be a part of it, and the colleges feel like they're missing out. And also keeping the point on Collegiate Star League and everything as well, because a lot of times right now it seems that a lot of college events well, at least the ones that we see from like Collegiate Star League and stuff like that, they're usually tacked on to events, right? And well, not seen. They're like, I think like you all know that way, and I've worked with them in that way too, right? So I know for sure that's a tendency to occur. And yeah, it seems like it needs to be something where it's like it's looked at as a premier like destination, and it's being respected and being valued in a way. And it does seem like right now in the Smash scene that it's not necessarily seen in that way, and don't see the potential value that's there if they do go and kind of focus and support what's happening on the collegiate level. I mean, especially because we have so many of the organizers that come out of these spots anyways. Of course, UCI has always been really good. Back, I grew up in SoCal, and I lived in Irvine for some time, dating someone at UCI, so I was there all the time playing and stuff too. And so it's like you see the people and they love the game. And from the numbers that I've seen from majority of colleges, when you look at their top clubs, it tends to be League and then Smash. Like like Smash is really up there. Like they're people who are really dedicated in the scene, but it's just that people have not like invested in the, I guess, like the whole scene, like the competitive scene, investing into the collegiate at that kind of scale. And I think that's the initial problem there that I would love to see change, at least from my point of view.
And I think, too, just as people in this space, I think we also need to prioritize just telling the stories of everyone. I think the reason why League of Legends and Overwatch are always brought up is because when we talk about esports, those are the common denominators that we've selected sometimes to start off. And so I think we need to embrace other game titles and other stories and put those at the forefront, even if we know that in this space it's not the most common person you see. But I think in our execution, we need to put them out there as much as the other stories that we are seeing, even if there are more things happening for the others.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think Smash has a perception problem. That's its biggest issue. But if you look at college esports directors, if you look at like college esports athletes, whatever game they play, they all play Smash. They all love Smash. And so I think it's a perception problem, and Nintendo could just change that if they chose to. But if there was a national championship that flew people out, that awarded fatty championship rings and gave out some decent prizes and got partnered with media companies like sports media or whoever you want to, whatever, name your favorite media or TV station. Find some partners like that. I'll consult on it if you all want. But I think it's a perception problem. I think it is just inches away, and I think it's missing an opportunity right now. And I might just totally miss it if the right person doesn't see the opportunity.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Mark is volunteering to spearhead the charge by consulting for us to get us onto the big stage. So if you know anybody,
call me Nintendo.
I will call you. I will call you.
Yeah, this is the breakthrough for Nintendo. Mark just put it out into the universe.
Yep.
Well, Mark, Sam, thank you so much for joining us. Did you have anything that you wanted to shout out? How can people support UCI's program or NASEF, and what do you have going on in the future that we can look forward to?
We start our Rocket League and Overwatch tournaments next week, so schools have until Friday to sign up. But it's our first time doing a season-long Rocket League, which we're really excited about. And we have our Minecraft Rube Goldberg digital contest that's happening. So basically, you can use Minecraft to submit to challenges, and some big exciting things happening with just Minecraft in general, which is another underrated game title, in my opinion.
And UCI is kicking off a whole different kind of school year under COVID conditions, but we have a really exciting esports conference next week. So we throw what we think is the premier research conference around esports. So it's esportsconference.uci.edu if you want to come, where all our keynotes will be free on Twitch. But all the panelists, and we have some awesome collegiate leaders and Scholastic leaders and professional esports folks. They'll be all talking. So if you're interested in diving deep into esports on any or all of those tracks, great networking, hanging out, learn about the latest and greatest esports research on the planet, check that out.
Thank you.
right, thank you so much, and we appreciate your time, and best of luck with your leagues and your conference as well.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I've been breathing fire all